Stitch, Antigravity, Android Studio. How to build AI apps without coding. Now, building a mobile app used to mean spending months learning Swift or Kotlin, hiring a developer for thousands of dollars, or settling for a no code tool that produces something that looks like it was built with a no code tool. Now, in 2026, that equation has changed completely. The combination of three specific tools, Stitch for UI design, Antigravity for AI powered logic, and Android Studio for deployment, gives you a complete app development workflow that produces genuinely professional results without writing a single line of code yourself. Now, this isn't a normal drag a button onto a canvas and call it an app tutorial. We're kind of building a real functional Android application, one you could publish to the Google Play Store using AI to handle everything that used to require programming expertise. So let's get into it. Now, before we actually touch anything, let me explain why these three tools work together specifically and what each one contributes to the workflow. Now, Stitch is Google's AI powered UI design tool that generates mobile app interfaces from text descriptions. Now, you basically describe the screens you want, what they should look like, what elements they should contain, and how they should be laid out. And Stitch is going to generate production quality Android UI components in Material Design 3, which is kind of the current Android standard. It doesn't just generate images of interfaces, it actually generates actual Android layout code that works in Android Studio. Now, anti-gravity is the AI logic layer. It handles what happens when users interact with your application. Tap a button, submit a form, navigate between screens. Anti-gravity is going to go ahead and generate the functional logic that responds to these interactions. Now, it integrates with Firebase, REST APIs, and local storage, meaning your application can actually do things like store data, authenticate users, call external services, display dynamic content. Now, Android Studio is Google's official Android development environment. You might think this is the coding part that you'd said you avoid, but in this workflow, Android Studio is simply where you bring together what Stitch and Anti-Gravity have generated. You run the app in an emulator to test it and prepare it for the Play Store. You're importing and assembling, not writing the code from scratch. Now, together, these three tools are going to cover UI design, app logic, and deployment. The complete app development lifecycle handled by AI and automated tools rather than manual coding. Now, the most important step happens before you open any tool. You are going to need a clear, specific concept of what your application actually does, because the AI tools in this workflow are only as focused as your description of what you're building. So for this tutorial, let's say I'm going to build a habit tracker app, a focused single-purpose productivity app where users can add habits, mark them complete each day, and see a streak count. Now, this is specific enough to guide Stitch and Anti-Gravity clearly, but simply enough to complete in one session. Now, before opening Stitch up, do make sure to write down your app's screen structure. Now, my habit tracker is going to need a home screen showing the user's habits for today, an add habit screen where they create a new habit, a habit detail screen showing the streak history, and a setting screen for basic preferences. 4 screens, a small but complete app. Also decide on the design direction, as you get an expressive range with Stitch. So to start off, you're going to come to stitch.withgoogle.com, and over here in the prompt field, you're going to add in your very prompt. Okay, so a strong prompt would be design an Android home screen for a habit tracker app. The screen should show today's date prominently at the top. Okay, a list of habits below it with, let's say, I'm going to add a little check boxes that users can tap to mark complete. Okay, and obviously we're going to add a little more detail. Like, let's say each habit showing its current streak count, floating action button. And let's go in the bottom right to add new habits and a bottom navigation bar with icons for today. Okay. So once you've done this, the last prompt you're going to want to add is use material design 3 with a clean white background and a deep teal accent color. Okay, so that is going to be our prompt. Now, once you've created that prompt, you're simply going to choose the model. Now, obviously, we're using design 3. So once you've done that, obviously choose app over here and send it in. Now, once you send it in from here, Stitch actually takes you to its main design page, and Stitch starts generating. Now, Stitch processes the prompts and makes the whole design accordingly. And of course, you're going to want to wait for it to go through, pull the prompt in, design the project efficiently, and you're going to examine what Stitch generated, the component hierarchies, the spacing, the color application, evaluate whether it matches your concept, use the refinement prompts to adjust, make the habits list items taller with more breathing room, or move the streak count badge to the right side of each list item, make small iterations in your design as they are going to be pretty, you could say, useful. Now over here, as you can see, it creates this, which is basically the main coloring system, the fonts and everything, where it shows you a mind map of what it's going to be using, the different options, the different icons and elemental tools that it uses. Then as it goes on, it's also going to create a proper backdrop over here showing you what it does. Okay, so when this is done, with your UI design, you're going to export it into antigravity.dev. Okay, and simply you can start using it in here where you're going to describe your app's data model and logic. Okay, so whatever logic you want, like this habit tracker needs to store habits and fields for name and creation date, track completion with a timestamp, etc. All those things are going to be affiliated over here into your anti-gravity. And once you've done that and exported it from here, simply go over to your Android Studio, add your app into the developer, and once it's over here, simply export it, and you have a proper emulated app ready to go onto the next level. So that is pretty much about it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I'll see all of you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.